Coming up on the Tuesday show.
Quack, quack.
I really want to stop vaping.
Not vaping has got to be better than vaping. I'm just talking through my hat at the moment.
We were plagued by them mid-central.
So I was doing some research on vampire bats. Sharpest fangs in the animal kingdom. Breathe into this. I'm not calling you a horse or a cow.
We'll have to create a new jingle.
Woof, woof. Meow, meow. It's the animal segment. Meow.
Good to know.
Welcome to the Tuesday show with CJ and Ted.
3, 2, 1, go.
Sorry, I was just doing the...
I was doing the theme song.
Yeah, doing the theme. Quack,
Quack,
quack.
quack.
We don't have the quacks anymore.
Well, now we have to add the quacks. I really want to stop vaping. It's just, I need to stop vaping.
Why?
Why? Because
Okay.
I don't really know why. I mean, I guess, saving 15 quid a month would be useful.
Yeah, it's got to be better than... Sorry, stop. Not vaping has got to be better than vaping. Stands to reason. Although we don't know the effect of vaping, we do know that not vaping has got to be better than vaping. Unless you live next to a loch in Scotland where there's lots of midges, then potentially vaping keeps those away.
Does it?
Yeah. Well,
does that work for you?
I don't know. I've not tried it. I'm just talking through my hat at the moment. But
okay.
No, but smoke did. Smoke would.
See, I would have thought depending obviously what flavour you have of vape, the sweet smell of the vape combined with the carbon dioxide that you expel would attract the midges.
Do midges like carbon dioxide?
Yeah, that's what attracts them.
Really?
And apparently, during my research, they can smell carbon dioxide from 10 miles away or something ridiculous like that. I don't know how true that is.
I'm astounded that not only the facts of what you're saying, but also you've done research into midges.
Yeah. Well, so when I lived in a place that I lived in before here, we were plagued by them every summer.
Right. Okay.
Every spring, summer, autumn, we were plagued by midges, and a lot of it's because there was a lake, maybe half a kilometre away, just down the road, and we take the dogs down there for a walk. But if we left the windows open during the summer, just mid-central, just all the time. And so I started researching. So I was like, "There's no water. The water's over there. Why are they coming here?" And apparently, it's to do with the carbon dioxide. It's not specific to my house. But obviously, houses get plagued by them because they can detect the carbon dioxide from the exhaled breath, and it attracts them in.
That's interesting.
It helps them. It's what kind of guides them to the animals to, drink their blood, obviously, because that's how they survive. So they do it through CO2 tracking. So yeah, but I don't know if the sweet smell helps. I don't know. I think I know it definitely helps with wasps.
They drink your blood.
Yeah, midges. Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, the little small mosquito things that land on you, and you end up with little bites on you.
Oh yeah.
They're midges. Yeah.
I thought mosquitoes are something separate.
I think they're similar. So mosquitoes are much bigger than midges.
Yeah. So I was doing some research on vampire bats.
Okay.
Similar in that they will what they'll do is they'll bite, but what they don't do, interestingly, is they don't suck the blood out of you. What they do is they bite and then lap it like a cat laps milk. But in their fangs, which are, by the way, sharpest fangs in the animal kingdom, they also have a what do you call it? What happened? When you go for an operation, And they say,
an anesthetic.
breathe into this. And yeah,
anesthetic.
Anesthetic. They've got an anesthetic in their fangs as well. So they give you a shot of that. Yeah. And when I say you, I mean you as a horse or a cow or something like that. I'm not calling. Let me clarify. I'm not calling you a horse or a cow.
I wonder why I had a long face.
But if you were a horse or a cow, you probably are more at risk from these bad. Now it won't kill you. It won't kill you. The fact that they're taking away a little bit of blood because they're only lapping a tiny little bit, but they do carry all the nasties. So a vampire bat could well have rabies, so they can spread rabies about.
That was the whole thing with mosquitoes and in Africa. Especially, when... and
malaria as well.
That's it, malaria, AIDS, or HIV and AIDS. Because they go around from person to person, biting. It just spreads all these diseases around, and it's... it's quite scary when you think about it. But I didn't know about the anaesthesia thing in a bat's fangs, a vampire bat's fangs. Good to know. Good to know.
Absolutely. And it's this kind of... Is this a kind of knowledge that, is a good reason to click and subscribe?
Absolutely, yeah. And actually, you've just given me an idea. I realise I might be recycling it from another show that I've listened to in the past, but we can have a little segment about animal facts. How's that? Does that sound?
Yeah.
Maybe we could create... Oh, I wasn't that bad. Jeez. nearly killed him with that suggestion.
Okay, well, we need some sort of jingle for it.
Well, I was going to say, we'll have to create a new jingle. And obviously, because we're now on YouTube, we'll have to create a nice little wiping graphic for it.
Yeah. Woof, woof, meow, meow. It's the animal segment. Meow.
Clip that and use that. But we can put some music to it. We can do some different bits for that. That's easy enough.
Yeah. Woof, woof, meow, meow. It's the animal segment. Meow.
I think that'd be quite good.
Yeah.
We'll each come up with an animal fact every week.
What we'll also do is we'll open it up to the viewers and listeners.
Yes.
Have you got a great animal fact? Don't put it in the comments. DM us directly. Well, actually, directly. It's direct message, isn't it?
Message us directly.
Direct messages directly.
Indirectly direct message us.
I'm going to direct you to directly message me on DM directly. Do it directly. But
that was the director talking.
Yeah. If you've got a great animal fact, get in touch, and we will put it on the show. We'll even credit you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a good shout as well. I like that.
Bob the Badger says badgers are great.
And actually, I've come up with an even great idea. So, if you can send us a video, the Tuesday show. No, CJ and Ted at the Tuesday show. Tuesday show. CJ and Ted at the Tuesday show podcast.co.uk. Is that right?
I think it's just the Tuesday show.co.uk.
CJ and Ted at the Tuesday show.co.uk. Send us a video of your own animal facts jingle for us.
Yes, I like that too.
And we'll play that. How's that?
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Also, send us pictures of yourself with your animals and an interesting fact about that animal.
Singing the animal facts jingle.
What, the animal or the person?
Either or. I'm easy.
Yeah, okay, cool.
A combination of those things, send it to us, CJ and Ted at the tuesdayshow.co.uk.
Yeah, just send us stuff.
Yeah, just send us anything.
We'll decide what's good and bad.
We will be the judge of that.
We will.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to watch Dredd again, actually. Have you ever seen that movie, Dredd? Carl Urban? It's the Judge Dredd. Like the latest incarnation of Judge Dredd.
No. Do I look like I watched Judge Dredd films?
I don't know. Some people surprise us every now and again.
Well, no, I mean, if you thought I did, there's something obviously I need to change about myself.
You're not into that kind of thing, though?
No, not really.
Well, Have you? I mean, I'm a true believer in you shouldn't judge anything until you've tried it at least once.
Like heroin.
Well, so there are exceptions to this.
Okay.
Heroin, cocaine, surprise butt sex, things like that are just. I think maybe you need to have a think about those first.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think you should watch the movie Dread. It's really, really good. Dark and gritty, and
is that the butt sex?
Sure, why not? why wouldn't it be?
You have to change the rating of this video now.
12A. PG-13, as they say in America. Anyway, no, I think you should watch it. It's a really good film.
May contain nuts.
What?
Sorry, go on.
I just heard nuts. That's all I heard.
Okay. I said may contain nuts.
Oh, may contain nuts. That's you and me, isn't it? So. Yeah, no, I recommend it. Dread. It's I don't remember when 2013. I think that came out. Maybe.
Okay.
It's a good film though. Good film.
What was the last film that you saw?
As in ever or in the cinema?
Either.
In the cinema, Thor: Love and Thunder. Complete waste of time. Didn't enjoy it. Whoever made that film had a serious hard-on for Guns N' Roses. That's the only music they played. It felt like, at least, just like every other scene was a Guns N' Roses song. It was unnecessary. Last film I watched ever. I don't remember. I'm going to say probably Mission Impossible Fallout.
Okay.
Because it's on Paramount Plus, and I was looking through Paramount Plus and saw they had all of the Mission Impossible movies, except one, on there, so I thought I'd watch them all.
I've not seen any of the Mission Impossible films.
They're okay. They were a good bit of junk food. They're all right. The only reason I wanted to watch them, so a few years ago when we were in the organisation, I was attending, I think I've told this story anyway, I was attending a Royal Air Force station in the UK, and there was an Airbus A400M Atlas, transport aircraft on the runway, surrounded by really tall screens, so you can actually see what was going on.
Okay.
So me and a few colleagues decided to kind of drive up and see what was going on. We stayed on the outside of the fenced off area, or the boundary area.
Yeah.
Like I say, we could see this aircraft. We could see some things were happening. Turns out they were filming Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, or a scene for Mission Impossible Rogue Nation at this Royal Air Force station. A scene where Tom Cruise is hanging off the side of said aircraft. For I think it's literally the first scene in the film.
Right. Okay.
And I found it fascinating. I thought it was really interesting. But I'd never seen the film up until a few weeks ago. When, again, like I said, I was looking through Paramount Plus, saw all the Mission Impossible films there. Apart from that one, which is the one I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
So I then had to go and rent it on Amazon Prime. I thought I'd give that a go.
Did you see Tom Cruise hanging off a
I did not see Tom Cruise hanging off a plane, no.
He's only very small, I suppose.
He is quite small, yeah.
Yeah,
but we didn't hang around long enough because, we were there to work after all, not just to hang about and try and see movie stars or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, because we were kind of wondering what it was about. And yeah, it turned out it was Tom Cruise was there filming the opening scene for Rogue Nation.
Cool.
Which was cool. And if you watch the film, so if you go on like Google Maps and look up this particular RAF station and get the satellite view, and you can see the layout of the runway and the taxiways and all that, and then go and watch the film, you can see how it all matches up, and you can actually identify different places in there.
Okay. Cool.
For those in the know, there's a little area called Charlie South, or I don't know if it's still there anymore, but it was there when they were filming this film, and you can see it in the film.
Okay.
Obviously, in the film, they don't identify that because it's actually set in, I want to say, Bulgaria. maybe maybe Belarus or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or that particular scene. But yeah, it's actually filmed in the UK, on that RAF station. So yeah, I nerded out a little bit watching that one, and I apologise to the viewers and listeners that I've just nerded out a little bit more. But I found it fascinating. I really did.
Mm.
But yeah, we didn't hang around too long watching the filming. Although we did see the aircraft take off and land a few times, like doing circuits around the airfield.
Yeah.
Obviously, because they probably had to shoot it a few times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. There you go. That's my claim to fame.
Wow.
I wasn't in the film, but I was there when they filmed the opening scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last film the last film that I saw ever, it was Detective Pikachu.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming with your son, you weren't just
watching
this on
that's
your
right.
own.
Yeah.
Although there's nothing wrong if you want to watch it on your own, because that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. And there's a theme here, because the last thing that I saw at the cinema was Bad Guys, which is a cartoon film,
Right.
about a wolf and his gang of bad guys, including a shark. I don't know. I can't remember now. Badger, a stoat. I don't know. A bunch of animals basically who would go and rob banks, and then yeah, and then the wolf is like the leader of the gang, and then he decides it's going to be a good idea to be good instead of bad. And he has a love interest in it, which is a fox.
Or a vixen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, no judgment here, whatever floats your boat.
Well, yeah. So...
What did it also star Ryan Reynolds?
No.
No, okay.
I don't know. It's hard to tell when they're cartoons, isn't it? Yeah, I don't get that. Well, I wouldn't know his voice if I tripped over it, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, Bad Guy. Did you enjoy it? I think is the question.
It was okay.
Did you enjoy Detective Pikachu?
It was all right.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of how I came. But obviously, I realised that Detective Pikachu is a kid's film.
Yeah.
And I came away, and not being a fan of Pokemon, I kind of came away from it going, that's all right. I didn't really understand the characters, or like the actual Pokemon characters themselves. I didn't get, because, well, they're not it's not the kind of thing I'm into. So, but obviously I know who Pikachu is. You couldn't grow up. My generation, you couldn't go anywhere without someone talking about bloody Pikachu.
Well, everybody knows who Pikachu is,
Exactly.
but I am starting to learn other Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. By virtue of the fact that I'm pretty much tested on it and asked to play Pokemon battles and things like that.
Fair enough. My only real bit of feedback for Detective Pikachu was so there's a guy on YouTube who he does a lot of original music, but he also did like loads of like rock and metal cover songs of TV show themes, movie themes, all this kind of thing. I think I've spoken about it before. But one of the ones he did was the Pokemon theme with the guy who originally sang the Pokemon theme. He was in that the metal cover as well.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I really like the song. It's just so well produced and makes such a good sound that's very pleasing to my ears. I was disappointed when, not that there would ever be any reason in the world to put this song into Detective Pikachu, but I was really hoping something like that might be there. But no, they completely screwed the pooch on that one.
Okay.
They just didn't do anything. Didn't try to modernise the theme or anything. It was disappointing. But hey ho.
Yeah. What's the what? What was the name of this guy?
Jonathan Young.
Okay.
Go check him out on YouTube. Jonathan, just Jonathan Young or Jonathan Young Music. His music's all over Spotify and Apple Music and all this stuff. It's really good actually, and I quite enjoy his original stuff as well. He does like metalcore sea shanty music, which is quite amusing. I quite enjoy it. But that's my kind of music anyway.
Yeah.
Metal music's is my jam. So,
yeah.
I enjoy that kind of thing. And then take a popular, well-known TV or movie theme as well, and I'm all over that.
And boom, you got a hit.
Absolutely. We did another one. Have you ever seen the film The Road to El Dorado?
The what?
The Road to El Dorado.
No.
It's again, it's another it's a cartoon or animated movie about two Spanish guys who stow away on a boat and end up going off to find the lost city of gold, El Dorado. But the theme song to that film, apart from the fact that it's a really good song anyway, written by Elton John, this guy Jonathan Young did a cover of it, and it is epic. It's so good. But that's just me.
Sounds worth checking out.
Yeah. Links in the description, maybe.
If I can be bothered or remember, links in the description.
If the producer feels it prudent to put them in there, I'll put them in there. But obviously I'm not here to advertise Jonathan Young. But I do like his music. I do enjoy his music. He's done some really good ones. Pick out all the classic 90s, early 2000s Disney, DreamWorks, Pixar films.
Yeah.
And all the iconic songs that came out of them. He's probably done a metal version of that song somewhere.
Cool.
And like I say, some of them they are incredible. Very, very talented musician. Anyway, let's stop talking about or advertising Jonathan Young's music. What were we talking about?
I don't know, but we just done 22 minutes of it.
Okay.
That was The Tuesday Show.
Get in touch with us. All the links are in the description. And until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.